There was nothing much picked up there by the Bearcats.
Let's see where they mark that ball, Gary. They're close to the first down. They've been about 4 yards on the play. I'm not second guessing you, but I looked at that official. Where did he mark that ball?
Well, he's a lot closer to it than I thought he was. I thought they had him down considerably short of that first down. They do have it. Third down and about a yard to go. Richter kicks a man into motion. They hand it off to Cruz. He's got the first down. He has the ball out to the 36-yard line.
It's the outside belly play. Instead of hitting over the guard, the fullback comes one hole wider, and the defense has to respect that wide man on the pitch, plus the quarterback has the option of keeping the ball, as we see on the replay. Good job running the football by Brian Cruz.
First down for the Kentucky Country Day Bearcats. Richter takes the ball, gives it over to Cruz. He's got it now out to about the 40-yard line. This is what Coach Green was talking about. If Cruz has it rolling, the Bearcat offense can do pretty well.
Well, the thing they've done here, Gary, they've hit one hole wider. Instead of running the ball between the inside the center and the guard, they're going outside between the tackle and the end. On the outside, on the slant play, out of the belly series. They need to pick up that block. Atherton, pretty good pursuit, though. 5 yards on that play.
Second down, halfway toward a first down. Thomas goes into motion. And that ball is fumbled and it's picked up. And Atherton's going to score a touchdown. Taking it back into the score is Charles Ledage. And the Rebels are on the scoreboard for the first time in 2007.
34 yards on the touchdown. Gary, I got to see that on the replay because he came out with that ball, and I don't think anyone saw him till he was down that sideline. Here's the belly series. The quarterback tried to keep it. The ball kicked out. There he was waiting for it. Charles Ledage. Are we saying that right, Ledage?
I hope.
And Atherton scores. They've scored for the first time in 2007.
The extra point attempt is down and good. So how about that, Coach?
A little high on the snap, but they still got it down. And boy, they are celebrating on the sideline. Take a look at it from this angle. Quarterback on the belly. He was going to pitch the ball. That's what it was. In the back, the ball was hit by a defensive end, knocked the ball loose. There it was, touchdown for the Rebels. And Gary, they scored on defense.
However you get it across the end zone, it really doesn't matter, Coach, as long as you get it in, right?
That's correct. They're going to take a 2-minute timeout here.
Just to let you know the significance of that score, last year, if you look back through the Rebels record, they were 0-11. They were shut out by Mayo. They scored 1 touchdown in the second game of the season as they played Iroquois. They were shut out by Fairdale. 1 touchdown against Bullitt East, and then they had 4 consecutive games in which they didn't score. In fact, they only scored 1 touchdown in their last 5 games. So, Coach, let's take a look at your picks in 2A high school football.
All right, 2A, we got a little more of a variety here. Some teams moving up. Newport Central Catholic won Class A last year. They're now 2A. I've got them on top. Danville, a strong team. I got them number 2. Bardstown's moved up. They're number 3. Corbin number 4. And a team that I think is a real dark horse is none other than DeSales High School here in Louisville. Those are the 2A picks.
The Rebels pick a ball up off the ground and take it back in for the touchdown as they have found a way to get a point on the board here. 7 of them, in fact, is now with some renewed energy. Atherton jumps back onto the field to form the kickoff unit.
And the old saying, Gary, you give them something to go on, they're going to be really hungry now. They can smell it.
Good look at Coach Matt Brown as he's coming up the sideline. His team with a lead here in the season opener against Kentucky Country Day. The gauntlet has now been tossed down for the KCD Bearcat offense. Let's see how they respond as this one is pushed short and covered. And out to about the 28-yard line is where KCD will start their next drive of the second period.
John Dickens on the reception, on the kickoff, took a knee. At least stop that ball from rolling. Take a look at it on the kickoff. Short kick. Oh, he slipped.
Covered it up, and that's going to allow KCD to see if they can't match the output of the Rebels.
Gary, we were on the field, so we know Atherton didn't water the field down.
Or cut it.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick out there. Timeout going to the Rebels. You know, Coach, as I look around down the sideline, the players seem like they're weathering this this heat pretty well. I don't see anybody cramping up.
Well, we still got a half to go, and, you know, it's like we said, if they play as many kids as they can now and substitute, give them a rest, they're going to be all right because they've been practicing almost, well, at least 4 weeks and 3 weeks in pads. And as most games, Gary, you can see all the crowds down on the fence. Not many on the far side, but nevertheless, a good football game.
As we talked to the coaches before the game, we asked if they were going to have to go a little deeper on their benches than they had normally wanted to because of the concern about the heat and the fatigue. But both coaches seemed to say that they had their 1 and 2 deeps. That's about as far as they thought they'd have to go tonight. Of course, when you only have one team dressed 36, I think KCD dressed 36 and Atherton dressed 49. Once you put 22 out there on a field at a time, it doesn't leave a whole lot on the bench, does it?
No, it doesn't. But the thing you got to realize, Atherton does have a few freshmen dressed. But, Gary, I've always said most sports are numbers, and football more than any other game is a game of numbers. Particularly when you start with a 9th grade group. If you got 100 at the 9th grade level and you end up with 25, you've done great. But if you only have 25 to start, you end up with 10 or less. It's not very good for football.
Bearcats getting it to the hands of the quarterback, Rector, who takes it straight up the field. Gets it across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. Really, that's been about their most effective play between Richter and Cruz. That's pretty much their offense.
They had one pass completed and one other, as we see the quarterback keeper. Again, good yardage on that play, Gary. 5 yards. Looks like he got a little more than 5 yards.
We're going to call it 2nd down and 3, giving 7 on the first carry. Little movement early, no flags are down, and so far Cruz isn't going to get down until he gets across. I think he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, looked like it might have jumped a little quick over here, Gary. Yeah, there is a flag. We didn't see the flag.
It looked like they were a little fast to me, too.
Well, let's see, where is the flag? No flag. We're listening to the PA band.
Making a not so subtle indication to the officials. Maybe one should have been dropped.
I thought it was on the sideline.
First down for the Bearcats. Richter under center. Cruz behind him, drops back, dumps it over the middle. That pass is completed, and it's dropped. Is it?
Incomplete.
Nope, they called it an incomplete pass as it got into the hands of Stoss. He drops it when he got dropped by the Rebel defenders.
Got to pull that ball in as we see the dump pass to the slot man. Well, I don't know, Gary. That was closer than it looked closer on the replay than it did before.
Justin Cloud comes in to put a shoulder in the back of Stoss, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Brewers out to the near side. Coming this way, a little mix-up in the backfield as Cruz gets corralled. He gets taken down by the Atherton defenders. as Alex Talbot makes the tackle.
Take a look.